Men who cheat lose their families. Women who cheat lose something that unfaithful wives should remember. Men can easily say words of love, easily share a bed with you, but no one will take a woman who has deceived her husband once she has been in bed with someone else. She has cleansed herself of all virtue for generations to come. Vietnamese women always value the virtue of a faithful woman. Being loyal and devoted to the husband is the ideal. To earn the respect of others for virtue is something that women need a lifetime to build. However, it can turn to dust with just one instance of sharing a bed with another man, especially if the woman is married or knows the man is already committed. In such cases, it is essential for women to have self-respect. A woman who knows how to preserve her dignity, ask yourself, no matter how charming a man may be, how can he dare to flirt with and seduce women who are already in a committed relationship? Remember, men can easily say words of love, easily share a bed with you, but none will take a woman who has deceived her husband. A cheating woman will permanently lose the trust and respect of her husband. When men cheat, simply ending the affair and expressing remorse to their wives is often enough for forgiveness. However, if women engage in infidelity, their path to redemption is much more fragile. Husbands, regardless of their patriarchal tendencies, often assume that their wives should remain faithful. Men may allow themselves extramarital relationships, deceive their wives to engage with other women, but they never accept their wives being intimate with another man. Women are more likely to forgive their cheating husbands because they want their children to live in a complete and loving family. However, men are reluctant to forgive unfaithful wives, and after divorce, they find it challenging to find another loyal woman. Women, if your marriage is not happy, be honest with your husband, make an effort to address shortcomings and mistakes. If, after all, the issues cannot be resolved, consider parting ways. Men cheat for unexpected reasons, and wives should adapt to avoid losing their husbands. Infidelity is a terrible thing, something no one desires in a marriage. However, we must face it every day. Some statistics indicate that men have a higher rate of infidelity than women. The reasons may vary, but if a wife fails to create attraction and allure for her husband, a long-term marriage can lead to the woman becoming lazy and passive in self-care. A stagnant body loses its appeal, and men, simply put, if they no longer find beauty and excitement in their wives, will seek it elsewhere with another woman. Men often prefer what's new over what's familiar. Before being in a relationship, they are determined to conquer, but once in a relationship, they quickly become bored. Husbands are often attracted to the carefree and innocent nature of women, while wives, living in the responsibilities of marriage, may lose their sense of humor due to feeling constrained. Husbands appreciate fun and even childishness in other women, so, women, if the marriage lacks sexual harmony, conflicts and infidelity are more likely to occur. If a man feels unsatisfied sexually, he may feel lonely and lacking attention from his wife. This is especially true for pregnant women, as many believe that sexual relations can have a negative impact on the fetus. Consequently, they reject their husbands, leading men to seek attention and care from others. They feel cared for and loved by other women, leading to infidelity. There are specific types of women that particularly stimulate men to cheat, but men often find it challenging to genuinely love these women. The main reason is that these women can easily engage in relationships but struggle to create sincere emotional connections. When men encounter such women, despite knowing that infidelity is wrong, they find it difficult to resist the allure of those who are easily accessible. Men often perceive these relationships as a game, a way to affirm their abilities. However, shortly thereafter, they easily move on and seek a new game. This often leads to a lack of respect and an inability to maintain genuine relationships. Some men even openly admit to engaging in extramarital affairs to experience something new and fresher than their current spouses. They desire change and dislike being bound by marital responsibilities. Therefore, if women fail to meet their husbands' expectations, they may seek change elsewhere. Ultimately, if the marriage is not happy, women need to have an open conversation with their husbands, making efforts to address concerns and shortcomings. If all attempts still fail to resolve the issue, it might be time for both partners to reassess their relationship. Men cheating can be due to various reasons, but most importantly, both partners need to share and resolve the issue together to sustain happiness in the marriage. This is a woman who doesn't need to play teasing or courtship games. She is willing to wholeheartedly devote herself to a man. This means that with a man's love, she is ready to sacrifice and exchange emotions without demanding anything in return. However, this makes men feel too easy to obtain without having to make an effort, and as a result, they never appreciate it. Men feel like they don't need to make an effort, and therefore, they never value it. Meanwhile, the essence of a woman is to become a warm home for a man, wanting him to feel the desire to come back home. Women want men, despite any difficulties, to always return to them because, simply put, women always carry the nurturing and loving nature. However, men think that women forgive because they cannot live without a man. They believe that women will always be there like an unmovable home. As a result, they underestimate and do not appreciate women. Men often think that women will always forgive and sacrifice for them, and therefore, they increasingly do not value the relationship. A woman with feminine qualities is gentle enough for a man to have the opportunity to protect and cherish her. When with such a woman, a man can satisfy his needs and become a genuine man. However, women also need to understand their own value and should not easily give or forgive too quickly. Men cannot comprehend and appreciate that if everything is too easy, women also need to maintain their value in the eyes of men, not easily accepting things without exchange. Ultimately, if a woman has endured a lot of hardships and pain but still maintains loyalty and love, a man will regret for a lifetime if he misses that chance. A woman's love makes a man feel special, and therefore, unintentional emotions may arise. However, women also need to be thoughtful and not easily give away their emotions or forgiveness, as no man is irreplaceable. Some say she has lost her mind, and was enchanted by the other man, and then her life embarked on an affair without seeking forgiveness or approval. Eventually, her husband reluctantly agreed to divorce after much contemplation, even though he didn't want the marriage to end. Despite her mistakes, his wife is still regarded as a good woman who sacrificed for the family over the years. Infidelity, especially when the wife is involved, often causes significant damage to a marriage. It is not just an external change of scenery, but also pain and the breaking of relationships. Men often say that infidelity is normal, but when women cheat, it is considered more frightening. This may be because men often see being cheated on as a loss of dignity, and they may limit how they perceive the issue. People often say that men cheat for pleasure, seeking excitement, while women who cheat often carry wounds and emotional scars from the past. If a wife cheats, family life often becomes difficult and may never return to its former state. Men often refuse to accept their wives back after learning about their infidelity, while women may accept their husband's return with the condition of not discussing the past. In some cases, forgiveness makes the wife stronger and happier, while men who forgive may undergo significant changes. Regret and promises never to repeat the mistake often accompany forgiveness, but relationships can also unexpectedly change. Marriages are at risk of breaking when the wife cheats, but there are exceptional cases where the relationship endures. In modern society, inequality and unfairness in handling infidelity issues still exist, with men often being seen as a mark of nature and biology. However, it is essential to approach all marital issues fairly and not maintain arrogant or prejudiced views about the roles of men and women. The video ends here. Thank you for watching until the end and hope it met your expectations. If you have any comments or feedback, please let us know in the comments section. Please subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any interesting videos in the future. Hello, see you again in the next video.